everybody, welcome back to my section of the channel, the Vegan Beauty Extraordinaire. That's me. I'm really excited because today's video is going to be a huge, jam-packed, quality, awesome video that contains all vegan products. Every single one is vegan and cruelty-free, so if you're like, I know some of my tutorials, I have stuff that's kind of, you know, on the edge. No, this is all vegan stuff. Every single thing. It's amazing. These are my holy grail vegan products of my life so far. Are you excited? I'm excited. I haven't found a video on YouTube like this, so I'm excited to be the first one to record it. So I have this gigantic bag of goodies, rightfully in a Whole Foods bag. Hashtag vegan life. And in no particular order, I'm just gonna start pulling out of my bag of goodies. Let's get started. My friends. Can we first talk about gorgeous packaging? I mean, look at this. If any of you follow Kat Von D Beauty on Instagram, they featured a lot of cool pictures with the limited edition tattoo liner. They were showing the background. I mean, look at this. This is so cool. It's like this cool, like bendable plastic that it's suspended in magically, and it came in another outer box as well. The actual liner itself is actually metal instead of the plastic packaging, so it kind of has a cool, nice weight in the hand. It's very durable. Kat Von D's signature is actually on it. If you look very closely at the cap, it's cool, brushed silver with black stars on it. As far as I know, it's the same Trooper black standard liner, but it's amazing. I know a portion of the proceeds for this liner went to, I want to say, I don't remember, some wildlife conservatory foundation, don't kill me. I know she was posting pictures of her like helping seals. She goes to different shelters and preserves and conservation centers in California, and she does all sorts of awesome stuff, and I believe $5 or so of every purchase of this liner went there, so why wouldn't this be the best thing ever? Something I actually did purchase from Whole Foods. This is just Heritage Store Rose Water brand. I've been trying to simplify my skincare routine. I try to use as many close to nature products as possible, always. And I decided to start using rose water as a toner, and I think my skin has cleared up a little bit. I'm not wearing any makeup today, and you know, I've had worse skin in the past, so I think this is partially to blame. I think it's clear liquid. It just comes in this kind of funky pink bottle. It actually says on the back, whoop whoop, where? World. Boom. Cruelty free. Yes. Next! Speaking to skincare, more expensive favorite, this may not be in everybody's budget and I completely understand, is this Luna Sleeping Night Oil by the brand Sunday Riley. It comes in this cool little dropper packaging. I have to say I'm not fond of the fact that the liquid itself is this obviously chemically dyed blue color. If you sleep on white sheets or something, I could see it potentially getting on pillowcases. I know I've read that that's happened to some people, but I personally haven't had an issue with it. I love to wash my face at night with my Clarisonic, and then I use my rose water, and then I rub this in. And specifically on the directions, it says to rub it into your skin for about 2 to 3 minutes or so, and it feels like a long time, because when do you really sit there for minutes at a time rubbing it into your face? But you do see the difference. It seems to really get in all your pores and clarify, make everything very nice. And it's around like $100 or $125. What? Kill yourself? It's so expensive? But that's what it is. Okay, we're back. I apologize for the awkward scene change and now worse lighting. I have to plug my camera into the wall while I'm doing this. The cord is awfully small. Rob forgot to replace a plastic piece on the tripod that stabilizes the camera, so it's awfully wobbly, and I'm hoping it's going to stay because I want to do this video, and I apologize if it's on a slight angle. I can kind of see that it is, and I can't fix it. Moving on. Whoop. Another amazing thing. Amazing. Of all the things, if you're like, I don't really need this thing, you need this. I swear to God, it's so good. Witch Baby Soap. It's actually a brand I found out about from various YouTubers like Graveyard Girl, Bunny, Cat Sketch on YouTube here. Hey ladies, if you watch my video, A Girl Can Dream. This body lotion is amazing. It's unlike anything I've ever had in my life. First of all, how cute. Little witch baby lady on her broom, which I know they've actually updated the logo since now and they made it even cooler. It's in this reusable mason jar container, which is cool and really recyclable. Very conscious of them, I may say. They make all of this themselves. It's actually, I believe, a 7-person operation ran mainly by this mother that lives in New Jersey, which is so cool. Hey, I live in New York. Hi, New Jersey, you're right there. And you're making all the mystical stuff that I want in my life. And they hand mix these things in these cool mixers. She has videos if you want to follow her on Instagram or Snapchat, Witch Baby Soap. I don't get anything out of it. I'm just letting you know if you want to. All this stuff, all their stuff is natural. 99.9% of their stuff is vegan. Occasionally they'll have to add an ingredient, like for example, over Halloween they made these awesome bath bombs that had candy corn in them, and the candy corn wasn't vegan, so she wrote, you know, in her Instagram posts before people could get excited about it, and she makes note of it online in her online shop so that if you're vegan or, you know, if you have any sort of skin allergies or something, you're totally aware. And I love people that are really open and honest and aware of the ingredients that they use in things. Not to mention that she really believes in, you know, necromancy and witchcraft, which I think is really fascinating and awesome. And all the ingredients that she chooses, she thinks have healing powers, and there's tons of literature that say that things like this do. And I think it's fun and interesting and at least a really cool stance on a product. You know, I don't own anything else that's supposed to be magical. It says all the ingredients on the back here, just simple stuff. Shea butter, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, all sorts of cool stuff. It's made like, it's kind of like whipped coconut oil texture. So it's a dry oil, it doesn't stay greasy on your skin, but you do need to give it like 10 minutes or so before you put your clothes on. So what I like to do is I get out of the shower, I immediately slather this, a little bit of this on. You don't need a lot, you literally need like a dime size amount, honestly. For a large area, you'll really be surprised. I've had this for a while and I still have a little more than halfway. Yeah, you use this after the shower, do your makeup in this point, you know, put a towel on yourself, run to your room, do your makeup, maybe do your hair if you do your hair and you're not a degenerate like myself. And it's great. This is the graveyard scent. It smells so good. Take a whiff. Look at, first of all, beautiful pink and white swirly deliciousness. It honestly smells like if you were to take some fresh flowers and put them in the most delicious fresh whipped cream, whip it all together and put it on your body. And who doesn't like that? It's so unique, so good. You need it! And another thing in a little jar, not quite as cool, quite honestly. Got this from Sephora. It's First Aid Beauty Fab brand. It's their Ultra Repair Cream. I got this on recommendation. My friend Becca suggested it to me. It's fragrance-free, it's allergy-free, I believe it's also cruelty-free, vegan. It has colloidal oatmeal in it and it's nice and like soothing. It comes in this giant thing, it's 6 ounces. I believe I paid around $30 for it. I've had it for such a long time, and I have, not that you can really see, it just looks like flat white in there, but I have, I would say, a little less than halfway left. It's just a really great daily moisturizer. I even like to go a little heavy-handed on it sometimes and use it as like an eye cream when I'm going to bed at night. And it's great. My skin breaks out with freaking everything, and this doesn't bother me. So I love it. If you have very sensitive skin, bothered skin, rosacea, eczema, and you're just looking for an affordable, decent, everyday product to try this. It's great. Woo! I've got this amazing thing. This is from Whole Foods. I feel like I need to take you on a nice little journey. It's story time. So if you've ever been on the hunt for natural deodorant, you probably know how much of a nightmare it is. There are so many brands of natural deodorants, from Tom's, which you can find at like Target or grocery stores, Whole Foods. There's a bunch of little niche little brands. There's so many kinds too. Once you get out of the idea of like Suave or Secret or, you know, the normal degree kind of deodorant or something, you see that there's all different kinds, like not necessarily a stick form. There's little pots of deodorant where it has like a little like spatula that you use. What? So odd. There's crystal deodorants, and I swear to God, I have tried so many of them. The amount of money that I've spent trying to find a deodorant without aluminum in it because I've done research that say that aluminum is linked to breast cancer and aluminum isn't good for your skin. And you know, think about it, metals I don't think really are made to be in contact with your skin, and your skin is meant to perspire. It's not meant to be coated in antiperspirant, which is what aluminum is. There's deodorant and there's antiperspirant, and they're not the same thing. And all of the only deodorant that I could find that wasn't antiperspirant that was like readily available was actually Old Spice brand. I believe I have it. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on. Sorry, I lied, I don't have it. I got rid of it. It's called Wolfthorn. Is my favorite scent of the Old Spice deodorant, and you're like, Old Spice? That's gonna smell real manly and things, and that's gonna hurt my fragile femininity. Beware. It smells like gummy bears. It doesn't smell like men at all. I'm winded from running down my hall. I go to the gym sometimes. What is this? After all of my long journey throughout my lifetime to try and find deodorant that isn't going to kill me and actually works, which is a huge part of it, because some of them you lather it on yourself or do whatever weird uncomfortable thing you have to do to make this mystical weird deodorant work, and you're still sweating and you still smell, and it's like it wasn't there an hour from them. And I'm not even a sweaty person at all. Like, what? Then I came upon this gem. This is one of the last brands available at Whole Foods that I hadn't yet tried. It was $10, which like hurts. $10 for deodorant, but I had a Whole Foods gift card, and Rob was actually shopping with me, and he was like, if you don't buy it with a gift card, you're never gonna buy it with your own money, so just try it. I know you want to. It is Nourish Organic Fresh and Dry Deodorant Stick, and I happened to pick the flavor Fresh Fig. I believe they had 3 or 4 others, at least at my local Whole Foods. They might have even more available online. It smells really nice. It smells just kind of warm, true like a fig, honestly. It smells like a fig Newton in your armpit. And it actually works. What? It actually works. It keeps you from sweating. You smell nice. It's subtle. It doesn't, you put it on your armpits, you don't really smell it anymore, to be completely honest. And it just works. It's great. I finally found a natural deodorant that actually does its job. The one thing I will say is that the texture of this is hard. I've noticed that a lot of natural deodorants are either really gushy and they kind of almost like slosh out of the package when you're trying to put the cap back on and it's messy. This one is really hard. It almost kind of hurts sometimes to put it on your armpits because you have to kind of rub. But beyond that, no complaints. It really, 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 really works. For once. Holy Grail. Okay, so you fell. Are you okay? It's snowing out today. It was snowing the other day. I fell. I hurt myself. Hope you didn't hurt yourself. Genuinely thought my camera might have broke there. This plastic piece is killing me. There's a little plastic piece that holds this, the camera screws into it, and then it clips nicely into the tripod, keeps everything nicely in place. Rob has it at his house. Rob, you're ruining me here. Moving on. Nothing will come in the way of my favorites. An excellent little thing. I love it. This is the new Dose of Colors lipstick. This came out for eye mats. They came out with 4 different shades. Wow. 4 different shades. I actually kind of alluded to this a little bit on Instagram, that I was going to make a video of the 2 that I purchased and do some swatches, give you a little baby review, talk about them because I know these were really hyped up. And Desert Suede and Cork, both of them. Cork is in one of my bags. I can't find it right now. I have to look for it. They're great. Excellent, vegan, cruelty-free product. And if you'd like to see swatches and a little bit of a review on Desert Suede and Cork, then stay tuned. It's going to be in a video that I will likely record as soon as I'm done with this one. If I could take you back to the moment where I mentioned Kat Von D, everything Kat Von D has made, I love, pretty much. Everything I've tried. But gotta say, this is a winner. Oh my god, so nice. This is her Metal Crush eyeshadow. This is in the color Dose. I don't know. She loves to create products that kind of harken back to her Mexican heritage, so I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. It's a beautiful coppery color. But what makes this so phenomenal, because it's like, okay, yeah, you know, copper eyeshadow. Not the most revolutionary thing in the world, but you can just see how pretty this is. It just has the most amazing formula and pigmentation of any makeup product I have ever tried. It just is like butter. You barely touch it and you just have the most, you know what? I lightly tapped into this for like a second. My finger is coated in delicious, amazing copperiness. It is so pretty. It is so flattering on any eye color can work copper. I have hazel eyes and I like how copper looks on. If you have blue eyes, it's gonna amazingly pop because blue and orange are color opposites. I know this isn't recent, like this isn't a new thing, but I just got onto the train and bought this a little late with some Christmas money. But I know that Dose, I don't know, I feel like Dose is a little more special than the other colors in the collection because it wasn't released originally. They had shown it in pictures and, you know, they were leading people to believe it was going to be released right away, but it wasn't, which makes me feel like they spent a little extra time and care to get the formulation of this one perfect, and I really appreciate it. I think it's beautiful. I love it. This one has to be what I think I'm most excited to share with you guys. Well, okay, so I went to Sephora. I had a Sephora gift card over Christmas. I bought YSL Black Opium. I bought a little trial, you know, pocket-sized one for 25 bucks because I can't afford the full bottle. And it smelled so nice. And I started thinking about the fact that, like, it didn't even occur to me that fragrances are also, you know, a makeup product, and it might not be vegan or cruelty-free, and it's probably the worst because it's like, you know, liquid chemicals that you're spraying onto yourself and all that stuff. It just, I don't know, maybe I'm just a dodo brain. I try to buy things and always keep, you know, consciousness in mind, but it just never even occurred to me in my life that fragrance might be one of those things that you need to think about. And I finally thought about it. Did a little bit of research, came upon this great brand called FAVES. Comes in this cute, this is a pocket-sized one, at least my package. Comes in this cute little white with rainbow writing. If you go on Harvey Prince's website, they actually talk about how they wanted to create a product that their mom would be proud of. They wanted to create a perfume that's free of synthetic ingredients and chemicals and is cruelty-free and vegan and amazing. And I thought, what a cool idea. So I'm shopping around on their website, and I worked in a perfume store for a little bit, so I kind of have an idea as far as what I personally like in terms of notes. And I always tend to go for like these kind of deeper, sexy, like spicy orientals, they're called, spicy oriental fragrances. I'm sorry if that word offends anybody, but that's just simply what it's called in like the fragrance industry. And I realized that I don't have anything in my wardrobe of fragrances that is like fresh and like a fresh out of the shower scent or something kind of like cool, you know, light. Like my mom uses Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue sometimes. She sometimes uses Cool Water by David Miroff, something like that. And I like how that smells on her, and I was thinking I want to find kind of the vegan, cruelty-free version of that light blue, aquatic sort of scent. And I found it. It is called Eau de Light by Harvey Prince. You could see that I've had this for maybe a month and a half, honestly, and I've been spraying it liberally, and it's gone. We'll get to the value though in a second. This fragrance itself is called Eau de Light because it supposedly is supposed to suppress your appetite. Sorry, I'm arranging myself. The scents that are in this are supposedly appetite suppressants. I believe they referenced spearmint or mint, fennel, black pepper, and green apple. Somehow this combination of things is supposed to make you skinny. Personally, I don't care. I don't know if that's science or not. I think it's silly. I think the whole idea that, like, you know, women need to continually be on the hunt for these niche products that are going to make them wither away until they barely exist. I think it's just silly. I'm not concerned about the weight loss effects. I mean, maybe if that's something you're interested in and if that's a potential side effect for you, great, try it. But personally for me, that's not why I bought it. I bought it because I liked the idea of it. I thought it was a really unique mixture of notes. I did review a lot of the different ones that they had to offer, and this one just really caught my eye. It actually is like this cute little light green liquid when it's fully there. You can barely see it at this point. And it smells so good. Another thing that I found interesting is it's an eau de parfum, so in terms of fragrances, if you're not 100% familiar, eau de parfum is supposed to be the most concentrated, so there's the greatest concentration of oils to alcohol mixture within the fragrance, which every mainstream marketed fragrance is a mixture of oils and alcohol. The alcohol makes it easier to spray. Eau de toilette is a step down, so it has a little more alcohol than oils. And then eau de cologne, which is so silly because they call men's fragrances cologne as if it's this whole genre of something different. It's not. The word cologne means alcohol in French, and that's where they get this idea. So that's like kind of the cheapest end. So this is an eau de parfum, and I spray a couple of times and it lasts on me all day, which my skin is dry and it tends to eat fragrance, meaning that because my skin is dry, it soaks in the fragrance and then it kind of disappears and I don't smell it anymore after like 3 or 4 hours. I've had strangers and friends of mine compliment me on how nice I smell. This scent seems to kind of cling itself to my clothing a little bit as well. It's just beautiful. I'll smell it at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night when I sprayed it on myself at 7 in the morning. It's amazing. I recommend that you spray it on your neck, on your wrists, and on the inside of your elbows, your elbow pits, and don't rub them. You're not supposed to. That makes the fragrance just kind of wither away. You're making the evaporation process even easier by applying that friction. So spray it on those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots and leave it, and I swear you will love how you smell. It's so good. Now going on to the actual purchasing of this product, it was $15.50, I believe $15.50. I hope to God that they're not discontinuing this particular scent because it was half price of the other, not rollerball, but you know, like a travel spray fragrance. It was half the price, and I actually found a coupon code online that I'll write out right here, just the word beautiful. I don't get anything from this, I promise. I'm just passing it along to you so that if you're eager to try it, it literally will deduct every cent of what this is worth. You will literally pay the shipping. It costs you $6.50 if you live in the US for domestic shipping to obtain this amazing, life-changing fragrance. And I believe that code beautiful is actually supposed to be good for the purchase of 1 full-size rollerball or travel spray. So if you're listening to the notes of this and you're like, oh, I want something vegan or cruelty-free, that sounds cool, but I don't like mint or, you know, black pepper or apple, they have a bunch of other more citrusy or florally, or like patchouli. There's just like so many different ones. Check it out. That coupon code will give it to you for literally free. You'll pay for the shipping. And this stuff has changed my life. I already purchased another one. It's on the way and I can't wait to get it. So sorry if that rant was really long about a perfume, but I swear to God, this is one of my favorite things I've ever purchased. Toast-shaped hand warmers. I actually purchased these at New York Comic Con, which I went to for the first time this past October, hoping that I can go again this year. I went with Rob and Angel and a bunch of our friends, and it was so fun. I got so hangry about like maybe 4 hours into it because I was so hungry and I didn't bring snacks. So if you go, bring snacks. But these are great. They have a little Velcro thing on the back. You put your hands in. It's kind of like silly, like I don't even know if this is, you know, if you're supposed to put it on the back of your hand or the front, but they have a USB connection in it. There's a little cord that comes with it as well. It's in both of them. Plugs into your computer and it warms your hands as you're typing and things, and it's so cute. Ow! Velcro just got stuck to my hair. Keeping in the French toast realm, I'm gonna take you on a small journey. Here we go. Boom! French toast vegan soy-based candle. This is one of those gimmicky candles, the diamond candles that could have a thing in it that's worth $1 million. I don't care. This candle smells amazing. It makes my whole room smell like French toast within like literally a slow clap. The second time that the camera died because I dared to unplug it to show you my cool Diamond Candles French toast flavored candle. But anyway, going on. It's a soy-based candle. Apparently all of their candles are soy-based and vegan. They're soy-based and vegan. Last time I checked, the French toast flavor is actually sold out, unfortunately, but they have a bunch that are very similar. so much variety. So even beyond like the whole gimmicky, like, oh, there's a diamond ring inside, which I got this piece of crap looking ring and my code was for nothing. Doesn't matter. It's not an expensive candle for the 80-hour burn time that it has. It smells great. I love it. You should look into it. There's always coupon codes. Check it out. Moving on to what is on my neck currently. It's not really like a vegan favorite, but just something that I love and I'm really excited to have. This is from a company that I actually found out about because of Jessica Hayes MUA here on YouTube. She's actually a friend of Kat Von D's. I found out about her from watching Kat's videos, and now I follow her on Instagram. I watch her videos. I'm obsessed. She's great. She's amazing. I wish I could look like her. Like, she just has the most gorgeous features, and I wish that I could dye my hair like silvery blue color and still work someplace that would allow me, but unfortunately I can't. Alas, moving on. She loves this Australian brand because she's from Australia and I guess knows about them. It's called Raw Crystals. Comes in this little package. This is specifically vegan leather, so pleather. I love the whole vegan leather thing that they try to make it sound like it's so much more exciting because it's vegan leather, but sorry, jumping all over the place. They make vegan leather chokers. All of their standard chokers are made with real leather, but I started following them on Instagram and saw that they made a post saying that they now have the capability to make all of their regular animal-based, leather products vegan. So all you have to do is order anything that you like there and then just specify in the notes section that you'd like vegan leather instead, and they'll swap it out for you, no additional charge. Another cool thing is because it's Australian, and if you live in America, the dollar conversion is sick. I believe that this necklace was supposed to be $75, and I got it somewhere in the range of like $52 or $53 with the dollar conversion, so you save a lot of money there. The shipping is quite expensive from Australia to New York, where I live, but with the dollar conversion, it ends up being cheaper than the full price of the Australian product, which works out great. It took a little bit of finagling. I could almost do a rant about it. I had a bit of a hard time dealing with the customer service. I didn't think it was that phenomenal. This is a custom order piece. I just had to do a lot of emailing back and forth, and I felt that they weren't necessarily the most polite, but honestly, even after all that aggravation, I'm so glad to have it. You can't really tell too well in this really crappy lighting that I have going on right now, but I'll take a better picture and insert it here. This is lapis lazuli, which they normally have different types of quartz and like sometimes like amethyst and stuff, which are kind of more like typical, like widely seen stones. You know what I mean? When you're looking at jewelry, like not that uncommon. And they feature more rare stones for like a limited time. Like they'll get like a small amount of it when they go somewhere shopping for jewels, and then they'll make a few necklaces out of it. And I was really happy to see the lapis lazuli because I just thought it was really different and cool, and I love stuff like that. Can you tell? So I love this choker. Mine specifically has gold hardware. They also have ones with silver hardware. That's another thing that you could specify in your order if you'd like a vegan product there. Go ahead, take a look. Raw Crystals Jewelry. Came in this little package, and I don't want to show you where either I or they live, but look at this cool. Look at all the writing here. When you order something from Australia, there's like a bunch of literature on here. My last favorite is not something I could really pick up and hold, but it is actually a book. It's something that I started reading. I have it as a digital Google Play book. I used my Google Play rewards money, which is a free thing you could do as well. You could start taking Google surveys and get free money to use in the Play Store. So I did that, and I bought this book called The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. I'll insert a little picture here of like what the cover looks like so you know what you're looking at. I honestly had no idea what I wanted. I knew I wanted to purchase a book because I felt like my brain was melting out of my ears now that I've graduated and I just want to start reading something again. And I was just scrolling through like the recommended first reads or something like that. When you go into Google Playbooks, it has like a section of like most popular first reads, and just something about the title, like circus. I love circus things. Like it's one of my dreams to go see Cirque du Soleil. It just kind of caught my eye. So I read the little sample that they gave. I was just instantly hooked. I thought it was so good. I'm halfway through the book, so I guess it's silly to have it on like a Holy Grail favorite, but honestly, I have to say it's like my favorite book I've ever read. Just even in this part, it's so captivating, and I feel like it kind of just like came to me at a time that like I needed it. This book is so full of imagination, and like it just kind of lights this like really childlike, you know, nostalgic thing inside of you when you're reading it. The imagery is beautiful. It's so well written for somebody that apparently has only written this one book. Like, she just seems like such a seasoned author, and it's just so beautiful. If you're looking for a book that's an escape, that's something that's like fun and inviting and something you'll look forward to reading, and it kind of like makes you feel like a kid again and makes you feel like maybe magic is real, and I don't know, I mean, I'm a nerd. You could tell. I have body lotion that I bought that I think is magic and cool. I mean, I don't know, I just like imagining that these kinds of things exist. So I really like that book. Coincidentally, my friend Ashley, who you will likely be seeing very soon once the blizzarding starts happening, we plan on doing some fun videos together, she and I were talking about books, and I just kind of mentioned this book lightly in conversation. She was like, that's my favorite book. Like, this book is apparently like known and people really like it, so. Alright guys, I really apologize for the number of cuts and everything that there's going to be in this video. Just having tons of issues with the camera being plugged in, with it not being able to sit on the tripod, and then running out of memory on the camera, and I'm not 100% familiar with this technology yet because I'm a granny. But like I said, these are all my favorites. That book is amazing. If you're into, you know, something that's a little bit different, you might want to give it a shot. If you're looking for something to read, or if you haven't like read anything in a while, like challenge yourself. But thank you so much for watching. If you'd like me to elaborate any further, or if there were any like weird cuts where I didn't fully explain something properly, please let me know. I'd be happy to go into it in more detail in the comments, or maybe even make a full video about it or something if that's something that you want. So what are your vegan or cruelty-free favorites? Like, I would love to know what it is that you're using that's amazing, that you love. Please comment down below. And, you know, we'd really appreciate the support. If you wouldn't mind liking this video, maybe subscribe. Keep us from a life of crime on the streets, where we'll go if you don't love us. But thank you so much for watching my favorites video. Hope you guys really liked it. And have a great day. Bye!